Good evening from Washington. It's Friday, June 21st, and I'm John Walsh. Last week, we put out the call and you picked up the phone. Before our broadcast was over, your tips had police banging on the door of a convicted killer, a man accused of killing again. He managed to slip away, but he's not off the hook yet. We're back on his trail tonight with more details later on in the hour. But first, an incredible story from Oklahoma. Incredible because a woman was shot between the eyes and survived. Her name is Susan Little. She suffered for years in an abusive marriage. One day, she found the courage to walk out, and for a while, things were better. Until one night in Midwest City, Oklahoma, in January of 1984. Susan Little was in her kitchen when police say her ex-husband, Jack Little, came knocking at the door.
What are you doing here? I thought Susan told you. Wait a minute, Jim.
Clyde?
I was shot right there in the head, and it came out my neck, and then I was shot twice in the back.
When we were en route, the dispatcher indicated that there were two people down and that the assailant was possibly, the gunman was possibly still there. You could still smell the gun smoke. We then saw Clyde Kreger, and we also found Susan Little. We spoke with her thinking we were receiving a dying declaration.
Ma'am, who did this to you?
Huh?
Jack who?
Little.
What kind of car is he driving?
Jack and I grew up in the same neighborhood in Memphis. I had known him for years, and then we reacquainted when I was about 18 or 19, started going out. Then we got married.
4 kids, and 14 years later, the couple moved to Oklahoma.
Cut out the damn noise! Get your nose out of that damn book.
Just trying to make us a little money.
Oh, you didn't seem to mind the money I made when I was working. Let me explain something to you. You may be too stupid to understand this, but they don't hire electricians with bad backs. Not in Oklahoma, not in Memphis. That's why they pay me disability.
It's a good thing I don't get my real estate license.
Oh, you and your damn real estate license. Get me some damn dinner!
Hey, Dad, you want to see my curveball?
I'm busy. We'll find somebody else.
Over the years, it became worse and worse. He totally dominated me and the kids. I stayed married for almost 20 years. He had me convinced that whatever was wrong in our life and our marriage was my fault.
Susan's father died in 1983, and the couple went back to Tennessee for the funeral. But even during her grief, Susan says Little continued his abuse.
Stop your damn crying. He was 81 years old. Everybody's got to die sometime.
Doesn't mean I can't cry for my own dad.
Let me explain something to you. From now on, I do what I want. You It ain't gonna be no divorce. The house and the money are mine. You know, I could kill you right now. I could dump your body down there in the river. Nobody'd ever know.
fool. That's a good one.
Back home in Oklahoma, Susan began looking for a way out. She found an ally and family friend, Clyde Krager.
I don't know what I'm going to do, Clyde. I'm about at the end of my rope with Jack.
Well, you're just gonna have to do what you gotta do, Susan. It's the only way you're gonna feel good about yourself. Atta boy.
Watch this
right
one,
here.
Clyde.
Put it right over here. Nice one.
By the authority of the state of Oklahoma, the court grants the divorce. In the matter of property, the court determines that the farm in Tennessee will be awarded to Jack Little. The house in Oklahoma will belong to Susan Little.
Susan stayed in Oklahoma, and Little moved back to Tennessee. But the abuse didn't stop.
Hello?
You having a lot of fun?
I told you before, Jack, leave me alone.
I ain't leaving you alone till I get what's mine. I want the house and the savings.
But you got the farm. It's not fair you taking everything.
Now you listen.
No, you listen to me for a change. I'm not scared of you anymore. That's it.
The night of the shooting, I got home a little bit before 7. I was in the kitchen cooking. My 4 kids were home. Clyde was there watching television. A little bit after 7, I heard a knock at the door.
I'll get it, Susan.
I didn't think anything about it. Clyde went to the door, and it was Jack.
What are you doing here? I thought Susan told you.
This is what you get for interfering.
Wait a minute, Jim.
Clyde?
Jack had the gun in one hand and with the other hand just threw the stove aside. I was trapped. I was shot really at almost point-blank range. I didn't feel the pain of the bullets. I felt the impact. It was very cold and methodical. He's nothing but a coward. And the kids saw him, I think, for the coward and for the murderer that he is. I don't know how kids can ever adjust to a nightmare like that. They have to have it in their minds forever, and there's no way to bring back a life that's been lost.
Police say Jack Little left his wife for dead and his children in shock. One unsung hero that night, Susan's 13-year-old son, Lee. After the shooting, he ran out of the house and called 911. It was an act of bravery that helped save his mother's life. And his mom is with us tonight in our studios. Thanks for joining us, Susan. It took incredible courage for you to relive your ordeal. And we know that Jack Little's still out there. Why did you choose to tell us your story?
Because my children and myself will never be safe or have any peace until he's caught. And because he must pay for his crime. He's killed someone, and he's made a nightmare for my children forever. And I think there's got to be justice.
What advice would you give to someone that might be watching this program that's in an abusive relationship like you were?
I would advise any woman to get out of it immediately and to get their children out of it, because they're responsible for their children, and kids deserve a better life than living in any type of abusive situation.
I hope they're listening, and I hope they heed your advice, and thanks for your courage for being here. So let's get busy and help Susan Little find some peace of mind. This is Jack Little's 1977 passport photo. Little collects guns. He's an excellent marksman. And friends say he's active in survivalist groups. Here he is after a 1978 arrest in Memphis. Little has a 1-inch scar on his left eyelid. Notice the bump here on the bridge of his nose. Forensic artist Harvey Pratt retouched this photo. It shows what Little might look like today at age 49. There's a good chance he's balding now and that his hair is probably graying. Police believe Little is still hiding out somewhere near Memphis, Tennessee, where he has family. So if you've seen Glendon Jack Little, call 1-800-CRIME-91. Special Agent Chuck Choney from the FBI and Major Brandon Claves from the Midwest City Police Department are in our studios waiting to talk to you. And Susan Little is waiting too, for the day when she can live without looking over her shoulder. When we come back, the distraught mother of a victim needs your help.
I miss my baby.